Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 25 carries, 127 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Again, it's Henry. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
A first down carry for Henry. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Garoppolo on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Henry is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go, because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
This complete to David Bell. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Play action. It's Herbert. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First down, and they stick with Ekeler. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Ekeler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
It avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Draw play. This is Henry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top. It gives you a chance to go make a play.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Herbert Another jet sweep as he taps it forward. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. The Chargers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Herbert throwing again. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Herbert off of play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll roll him out right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Welcome back to Nissan Stadium, just across the river from downtown Nashville. It's Charger football as we rejoin the action in the 2nd quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Ekeler with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
Herbert just beat the play clock. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Over the middle, complete. That's McKinney. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Ekeler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Chargers to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Ekeler. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Herbert on 1st down now. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed. Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Nelson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert, escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try to pick up the first with Ekeler, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A first down carry for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee second touchdown of the night. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try the right side with Ekeler. A beautiful fake. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Ekeler, A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going to. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He's got a man complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Chargers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop just their second